I just want to let you into a little activity that I enjoy doing. It's good for the mindset and it's good for basically relaxation. It can be a little bit of fun and it's rewarding as well. So I like to do a little bit of flower arranging, right? So, but this can be sometimes an expensive process or sometimes quite a cheap process. I like to do it in the cheaper option. And I'm going to show you just basically putting together just a simple bouquet. Okay, so what we need is we've got a couple of vases or vases if you're in America. And every bouquet of flowers comes with a little sachet. So usually this is your food. And normally I like to only put in about half of this. And really this just extends the life of your flowers. So we want to put that into half of that in. So we'll fill that roughly to about a third. Okay, give it a good swirl around. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take a lot of our stems quite carefully. Okay, and we're going to arrange them in a bit of a circle. The key here is to make sure that the stem, so when you're stripping down the stems, and this is just the greenery, you want to have a little bit of just stem on its own so that the leaf doesn't go into the water, because what happens is it starts to rot inside the water and then that can basically reduce the lifespan of your flowers. Okay, so we keep this above the water level. Also with the greenery you want to give it a wee bit of life, but mostly with the stems, mostly with the flowers, if there's a wee bit of life in it, you just trim the end just about half an inch off the bottom. We've got our flowers. We just need to take some of these leaves off and we just strip it down. If there's any dead leaves, just tweak them off as well. Now this is these are gerberas, okay, this flower here, and it's quite, sometimes these can be quite limp, but what you can do is you can put a little pin in here just to keep the stem nice and stiff. But what you do is you just put it down at the head and just put the pin and it just stays nice and rigid. If that happens, okay, let's get a little bit more of our greenery in here, just to bunch it up. Okay, so we're trying to fan that out on the flowers, we're trying to fan it out on a circle. Let's get a little bit more colour, let's go for a little bit of lilac here, another wee gerbera in there as well. So think about your foliage and think about how you're getting it, sort of laying it out. Okay, so you're going to sort of lay that round about the flowers and they're going into the centre, sort of balance it out. So trying to spread the colours around quite evenly. And if there's any sort of old school people out there and you imagine like the game Kerplunk, it's a bit like that, putting in the little sticks. So when you're putting them in the vase, that's exactly what it's like. All these little sticks are going in. If you think about it like that, and your artistic side will tend to come out quite easily. Got a lot of dead ones in here. Again, strip it all off. That helps the flower get most of the nutrients to the top. And the stem just acts as a straw. It's like a feeder. Right, we're almost there. Little daisies. There we go. Pop them in. I think they'll go nicely just at the back here. Just going to jazz this up a wee bit more and make it a little bit more classy. Sometimes you can get a little bit of a bargain picking up a nice rose. So get the heads when they're nice and closed, and that way it gives you a lot more time for them to open up. Okay, again, what you want to do is be careful with the thorns. Pinch them, just pull them to the side, okay, just to take the points off, because obviously they can be very nasty if they catch you. And again, scissors. With the roses, take about an inch, okay, because it's a wee bit softer from the bottom of the stem and it's easier to cut through. We're going to pop a few of them in just to kind of add a wee bit more class into this bouquet. I'm just going to pop that wee guy in the top, right, and I think that's about us. Okay, there you go, and that's one snazzy, very classy looking bouquet of flowers done. Okay, right, so that's just a little bit of mindset, a little bit of coaching on things to do with flower arranging. It's just one of the activities and sort of softer side of coaching that I like to do, but it's good fun and it's great just to kind of wind down, relax, take a nice bunch of couple of, you know, inexpensive bunches of flowers and put them together and just create something lovely. Okay, see you soon.